My dear viewers and subscribers, I am teaching voices in my videos. In my previous video, I discussed the voices of some special sentences where the door of the action was absent. Okay, so I write one sentence of that kind. So you can see on the board. This is the chapter, that is the name of the chapter, voice. You can see on the board. So I am writing one sentence. I am writing one sentence without word of the action, which is in passive voice. Okay. So you can see the thief was taken to prison. So this is a very simple sentence where I have written the thief was taken to prison. So you can see that the sentence is in passive voice because there is the verb was and we have used taken after the verb was. So such type of structure is common in passive voice only. Okay, that is why this is a sentence of passive voice. Here verb of the action is omitted. So the thief was taken to prison by the police. We can say that the door of the action here is by the police. Now we have to turn it into active one, and to turn it into active, we have to drop by, and after by, the police will be the subject here, and was will also be dropped because this is a sentence of past indefinite tense only. So we have to start with the subject, new subject, that is the police. Okay, the police took. The verb must be used in its past tense because the structure is was taken. So it indicates that it is the sentence of past indefinite tense. So the police took the thief to prison. The thief to prison. So this is a sentence of active voice where the door of the action was absent in passive voice. So I hope you have already understood the sentence because in my previous video I elaborately discussed this rule of voice sense. So here you can see the thief was taken to prison. The police took the thief to prison. Okay. Today I will start the voice sense of imperative sentence. You know, there are 5 kinds of sentences: assertive, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory, and optative sentences. So we have already discussed the voice sense of assertive sentence only. We have not discussed other types of sentences in the chapter voice sense. So you can now know the voice sense of imperative sentence. So here I am writing the name of the sentence. It is imperative sentence. So the voice sense of imperative sentence will be a little different from that of assertive one. You can see that an imperative sentence always requests something, orders something, or advises something. So an imperative sentence is always written with a subject, and the subject is always in its present form. Okay, where an imperative sentence is always written with a verb. An imperative sentence is always written with a verb, and where the verb is always in its present tense, and the subject of an imperative sentence is always you, the pronoun you. It is the second person only. But the pronoun you is never written in an imperative sentence. But everybody knows you is the subject of an imperative sentence. So I am writing the structure of imperative sentence, and you must always know, or we must always know, that an imperative sentence is always a sentence of present tense because the verb form of imperative sentence is a present one. Okay. So this is the active voice of imperative sentence where you can write you as the subject, but you is always omitted, it is never written, then it will be verb. Okay, verb means main verb. The verb is always in its present form. Then there must be an object and extension. So this is the structure of imperative sentence. So we can write a sentence. Okay, here I am writing, write the answer quickly. So this is a sentence of imperative sentence when it is written in active voice. Here the verb is the write is the verb which is in its present form, and object is the answer. Okay, so this is the object here. Now we have to write a passive form of imperative sentence where every imperative sentence is started with let. Most of the imperative sentences are started with let in passive voice. Okay, so it will be let. Then there will be subject. Now which subject? This one. Okay. Before that we marked it as to, object as to. Okay, but till now we can mark it as to. Then it will be easy for us to understand. So it is to. So this two will come here. Then be will come. Be itself will come, not be verb or other form of be. That means am, is, are, was, were, have, has, had. These forms will not come in passive voice of imperative sentence. Okay, so let, subject, be, then past participle form. It is the most important characteristic of passive voice. We have to always use past participle form of main verb. Then if there is by, we have to write. Then object, that means this subject will be here an object, but there is no subject here. So that is why it will be blank. But sometimes there may be a subject. If the imperative sentence starts with let, sometimes an imperative sentence may start with let also, which is in its active voice. In active voice, we may use let also in imperative sentence. Such type of examples will be discussed later. Okay, let, subject, be, past participle by object, and if there is an extension we have to write it. So it will be the structure of passive voice. Now we'll change this sentence into passive one. Here the object is the answer, but we have to start the sentence with let. Okay, let, the answer is the object, it will be the subject. Let the answer. Let the answer. Then we have to write be. Let the answer be write, wrote, written. It will be written. Okay. Let the answer be written quickly. As the subject is here you, and you should never be written. Okay. In place of object. So the sentence will be finished by writing quickly here. Okay. Let the answer be written quickly. Let the answer be written quickly. This is the sentence of passive voice. So I hope you have already understood the sentence, active and passive voice of this sentence, which is very easy, where we have to start the sentence with let, and we must use the past participle form of the verb. Okay, so I will erase the sentences here, and I will write some more sentences regarding the passive voice of active and passive voice of imperative sentences. So you can see some more sentences I write on the board. I am writing a very simple sentence here, and you always know and you always do. That means do the work immediately. Do the work immediately. Okay. Then I am writing stop writing. Okay. Stop writing. Very short sentence. Now I am writing let the game be played. Okay. Again I am writing let the bill be paid regularly. Let the bill be paid regularly. be paid regularly. Number 5. Ask him a question. This is also a sentence of imperative. This is also an imperative sentence, and all the sentences written on the board are of imperative sentence. Okay. Here the work, do the work immediately. As this is a sentence, this is an imperative sentence. We have to start the passive form of this sentence with let. Okay. The object here is the work. It should be made subject. Let the work. And we have to put be. In passive voice of imperative sentence, we must always write be after the subject. So let the work be. Then we have to use the past participle form of the main verb. That is do, did, done. Okay. Let the work be done immediately. Let the work be done immediately. So this is active voice and this one is passive voice. I hope you are getting the point. Very easy, and most of you know. And my dear viewers and subscribers, as the TET exam is to be held today, so you can see my videos more and more, so that the knowledge of grammar may be vivid before your examination or before your test. Okay, stop writing. So this is also an imperative sentence. Should be started with let. The object here is writing. Let writing be stopped. Okay. Then let writing be stopped. This will be passive form of the sentence. This will be active form of the sentence. Okay. Again, let the game be played. So looking at the sentence, we can guess it easily that this is a sentence of passive voice of imperative sentence. This is an imperative sentence in the passive form. Okay. Because we have used here let and be is used here, and the past participle form of the verb is also present. That is why undoubtedly this sentence is in its passive form, but it is an imperative sentence. So this is a sentence. This is a passive form of imperative sentence. So try to start this sentence. How to start this sentence? But all of us know that an imperative sentence always starts with the verb. So here the verb is played and it is in its past participle form. But in imperative sentence, the verb is always used in its present form. So it will be played. Okay. So let will not come. We should drop let because it is the symbol of passive form only. Okay. So very easy. Play will become the verb. Play is the verb here, and subject is always omitted. That will be you. We should never write it. Okay. You play. No need. Just write play. Then what is the remaining part? The object here is the game. So play the game. Very easy and very short to turn a passive voice sentence into active one of interrogative sentences. Okay. So play the game. It has become the sentence of active voice. Again, like this. So give your attention or give emphasis on the verb, because we know this is an imperative sentence and it must be started with a verb in its active form, and the verb here is paid. The present tense form of this paid will be paid. Okay, paid. Then the remaining part, that means the object is the bill. So we should write pay the bill, and be and let should be dropped. Okay, pay the bill. Pay the bill regularly. Pay the bill regularly. So this is passive voice and this one is active voice. I hope you are getting the point, and very easy to understand, because the sentences are very simple and all the sentences are shown clearly on the board, and you can read again and again to make your conception clear that the voice of imperative sentences. Okay, again, ask him a question. So it is also an imperative sentence. So let be started with let. Let the sentence be started with let. So let a question. Okay, let a question be asked. Be asked him. That means be asked to him. We'll write be asked to him. We'll put an appropriate preposition before that to make the meaning vivid or clear. Okay, that is why sometimes we use the preposition when there are two objects. Okay, here him is also is an object. Him is also an object, and a question is also an object. And a question has been used as the subject, him will remain as the object, so it will be the retained object, and for that we have to use an appropriate preposition before him. So let a question be asked to him.